What's going on, fellow money lovers? Picture this. You find an old penny from 1918. It's dark brown, maybe a touch of red left around the rims. It looks like an ordinary wheat cent, a penny that could have passed through a soldier's hands as World War I drew to a close. But what if I told you that one of these humble cents from 1918 struck over a century ago, sold for almost $80,000? And that the difference between a common penny and a small fortune often comes down to color, condition, and the survival. This is the story of the 1918 Lincoln cent, a year that hides some of the most surprising treasures of the wheat penny era. Now to the story of the 1918. It was a year of transition, the final year of World War I, and a turning point for U.S. coinage. By now, the Lincoln cent design was pretty established. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Lincoln had been circulating since 1909, but the mint was still perfecting its production quality. Striking inconsistencies between mints were really common, especially in Denver and San Francisco, meaning true gem survivors are really few and far between. 3 mints produced cents for this year. Philadelphia with almost 300 million of them, Denver with 47.8 million, and San Francisco with 34.6 million. All were made from that classic bronze alloy, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, all weighing 3.11 grams. And though mintages were high, what truly matters for collectors today isn't how many were made, but how few survived. So let's explore 4 examples that define what makes the 1918 cent so fascinating, from affordable gems to that once-in-a-lifetime rarity. First, let's start with the everyday gem. With a mintage of near 288 million, most 1918 cents are well worn, but this MS65 Red and Brown shows just how beautiful a century-old bronze cent can look. From the RHP collection, this coin glows with deep copper brown surfaces, accented by flashes of the original mint red color. When buying 1918 Philadelphia cents, focus on surface preservation over that redness. Many coins labeled red and brown offer richer toning and a better long-term stability in the market than their bright red counterparts. This MS65 sold in January of 2025 for $204. The second coin, a 1918 Philadelphia Lincoln cent MS68 Red, which sold for a whopping $78,000 back in 2023. It is a pure showstopper. It's among the 288 million coins struck, which only 3 examples have ever been certified MS68 Red by PCGS. This isn't just a gem, it's one of those once-in-a-generation survivors. It has luster that ripples across the surface like a molten gold color. The strike is really razor sharp, capturing every line in Lincoln's hair and beard. This coin was described by PCGS as the finest they have ever offered. This specimen bridges the line between coin and art, I think. At this level, 1 grade point can mean tens of thousands of dollars in value. An MS67 Red might bring in $3,000 to $4,000, but this MS68, it's total elite tier. It's a population of 3. Next up, we have the Mile High Mint Gem. It's a 1918 D Lincoln cent, graded MS65 Red. It sold for $4,200 in April of 2025. The Denver Mint had a ton of challenges in 1918. Inconsistent pressure, weak strikes would just plague production. This coin itself defies pretty much all those odds. Fully struck from rim to center, it displays a really great orange luster with crisp wheat lines and detailed facial contours. It is really spectacular. Its pedigree traces through multiple major heritage sales. One of the sharpest 1918 D examples ever known. Weak strikes from the Denver Mint are the Achilles heel of early Denver minted cents. When buying, you want to check the word Liberty and Lincoln's jawline. Both are often softly impressed on lesser coins. Last up, we have the Western workhorse, the 1918 S Lincoln Cent. This one graded MS64 Red and Brown through NGC. It sold on April Fool's Day of 2025 for $384, a heck of a price for a penny. The San Francisco Mint would produce just over 34 million cents that year, and survivors in high grade are really tough to find. They're way tougher to find than their Philadelphia cousins. This MS64 Red and Brown example, also from that RHP collection, shows a gorgeous color balance. It's warm, it has chestnut hues, and flashes of that original mint red. True red 1918 S cents are really rare. Even red and brown pieces will command premiums when the reverse details, especially the wheat stalks, remain fully struck like this coin. So why is condition everything? I think it's pretty obvious that's the big factor. The 1918 Lincoln Cent is one of those textbook examples of how condition drives value. A circulated example might fetch a few dollars, but step into mint state, any mint state grade, and prices climb quickly. Lower mint state, you can see selling for 50 to 100 bucks all day. MS65s or higher go for over 200. And when you get into the high end, 67, 68s, you're talking thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. Collectors know that color and luster are really everything. Bronze tones darken over time, and coins with original mint red, especially if they have a CAC approval, are going to command the most value. Speaking of the market, beyond grades and prices, the 1918 Lincoln Cent really represents resilience in the market. It's a coin struck during war, circulated through the Roaring '20s, and survived the Great Depression. Talk about history. For collectors today, it bridges those generations. So what's the takeaway? What does the 1918 Lincoln Cent teach us? That rarity isn't always about the mintage. It's about how many of them survived in good condition. A century of oxidation, handling, and attrition left only a handful of these as true gems. Let me know what you think about the 1918 Lincoln Cent if you collect Lincoln pennies as well. I know I'm about to finish up a collection of wheat cents, so I am super excited about that. Let me know what treasures you've been coming across in your searches in the comments. I'll see you there, and I'll see you in the next video.